Hello. It's good morning. Looks like a bit of a cloudy day. Maybe the sun will, of course, come out soon and burn some of that away. I do look at weather forecast, and it does look like it's going to be a sunny day a little bit later on, but beautiful to be out here in the morning. I love it. The dog loves it. And it appears there are people other than myself who do love it. They're out here nice and early and fishing. Gotta tell you, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't zoom in a little bit, because man, I like that. I'm gonna think, that's a boy and his dad out fishing, and that's just a good thing. This is Fern Lake, and a beautiful place, with or without the bright sunniness. I sure appreciate you coming along with us. That is what it was. Okay, I gotta tell you the backstory. You see this here, a trailer? And of course we've already seen the boat and the guys on the boat. I love that. Well, we are on a backside of this lake, and this area is this was the farm estate for Armour, of the Armour hot dogs, the Armour Meat Company. And if you haven't seen a video before of this area that I have done, the wife had come up here. They were based in Chicago, fell in love with this area. It was the Traverse City area back in the 1920s, and actually then they bought property here, and they put a farm on it, and it's still here. It's a great place. It's on another video. Enjoy. But over the years, it got transferred over, and it became a Girl Scout camp. So it is now an abandoned Girl Scout camp, which we're walking through on the path right now. That little inn right there, that little boat ramp area, we had just passed through some tent camping areas. You could see, even now after the years, the clearings where they would have put up tents. A little bit further on up here, we're going to end up seeing washrooms and bathrooms, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, washrooms and bathrooms that they have here at the at what was once a Girl Scout camp. Okay, backstory over. This path that we are walking on now, those two had to have hand rolled, and I know they did because I seen them. And I seen them when I got into the park from a distance. And I thought, here we are at the break of dawn. What are those guys doing? And I couldn't make out the boat. I could make out they were rolling something. And then I just thought, hey, maybe they're out here, going to do some work. And then in the back of my mind, I was like, but this is Sunday. And a lot of people observe Sundays as a Sabbath, and or a day that we don't work, like Saturday and Sundays that we don't work. Yet I just kind of thought it odd. Obviously, you're probably putting it together like I have too. They were pushing that trailer, and they pushed that trailer down this trail and over to the lake for a nice morning of fishing. Man, that's something that, my heart, man, that's something that boy is always going to remember. That's a good thing, dads. That's a good thing. Not just with your boys. Make some memories. You want to see something memorable? Look at this tree. This is amazing. gotta call the dog. Yep. Yep. Oh, she's on to something. She's not far. There she is. Where you go, baby? What are you after? Wow. Wow. That's just amazing. So, and please, I love to be able to identify everything, and I try to, and there are just so many different species and kind. This is a fir tree. Incredible that we just don't ever, you don't ever see this kind of branching on most fir trees, any of the pine trees. They are straight growers for the most part. So, if I wanted to even start to think about what happened to this tree to cause it to limb out like this, I wouldn't even have a place to start. Now, there's a YouTube station, YouTube show, I think it's called like Northern Maine Forestry, and the guy on there is amazing. He can walk through a forest, and I really wish I was doing this for you too, where he could just walk through the forest and he'd tell you, oh yeah, here's an old growth area, here's where there was a farm, this is because of this, and then there was a fire over here, and then this one was probably lumbered so many years ago. He might be able to give us the answer to what this is all about. But I would just assume, ask you all, if you wouldn't want to comment on what this is, if you've got any idea at all, what would cause this kind of branching. I can't help but go on. There's there's a couple of, there's a state park that I've been into, a campground area, where they have the trees that are they come up out of the ground, and then they turn to the to the right or left, and then they'll end up growing up from there. So they're just like leaned over into an L shape, we'll say, up to the right angle, to a left angle upwards. I just bring that up because those were actually formed on purpose. And the story goes that the Indians would actually end up bending those kind of trees, and with the weight of other logs, bend them down and then let them go back up. Anyhow, as signs of the territorial signs, or what other kind of signs. If anybody knows anything about that, you know what, comment on that, or give us a link to a place. It's really incredible stuff. I know there's even some more outrageously wild ones in like Germany or something, that would be worthy of enjoying. Excuse me for the little bit of cough there. Me and the dog just enjoyed a granola bar and a walk there. I do. I enjoy a granola bar. I'm pre-diabetic and had been like diabetic, and really through a lot of prayer, meditation, and study, just changed my diet. I will tell you, I went to the keto, and I'll even call it a modified keto, but I went to the keto. Within 6 months, diabetes is gone down to pre-diabetic. In those 6 months, when I was diagnosed as a diabetic, my doctor said, here's the medication that I want you to take to keep your diabetes. And of course, it was type 2. I mean, I had to do the blood samples every morning, and just keep an eye on my blood sugars, in which I did do so. But when it came to the medication, I had said to him, look, can you give me 6 months and see if I can't do it through nutrition? I mean, they give you all this stuff about what you should and shouldn't be eating. We're going to lose the dog. I think we got a deer. I might make some noises. Yep. Sorry, I hope that isn't too loud for y'all. Yep, you can see she, pretty good dog. She knows that sound. And anyway, changed my diet, my dietary habits. 6 months later or less, I go into the doctor. They do the blood test. He comes in and say, "Hey, see, I told you that medicine would work." And he said, "You've done incredibly good. You are down to pre-diabetic now." And I just said to him, you don't know. You don't remember. I told you I wasn't going to take the medication, and I did it through the diet. His eyes got huge, and I think for the most part, many doctors do, because they do know that eating correctly does affect our health. I mean, do I got to say duh? But when they tell us, hey, you got to start eating better, you can't be drinking, you got to do this and change these different things in your lifestyle, when someone actually does it, I think they just freak out. They're like, everybody comes in, I give them medicine to mask the symptoms, and for someone to actually go about, I'll say the discipline to do something like this, I think it kind of blows their mind. So yeah, if you come along with a few other walks with me here, sooner or later you're probably going to hear me talking even more about, in my words, food is medicine. And it is. I eat some things, and I know, I mean, I mindfully eat things and not eat things, but it also came with a lot of study, and man, what do I say? Entrepreneurs, profiteers are looking at, I'll say, us people who are trying to do it through food. They are marketing some things as being beneficial, and it's not. Or things that they'll market in a way, things that are beneficial, but are actually selling us a substitute. It's hard, guys. It's hard. What's a conspiracy and what's fake and what's not. I mean, even now, gonna lose a dog. Yep. Oh, that's not good. She went a little further than she would normally. Yeah, she would not go that far unless she was after a deer. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, here she comes. I mean, I knew she'd come back around, but so you guys got to understand. If you walked with me before, this dog of mine. Hey, I'll put it like this: when I'm out, I'm taking my dog for a walk. I'm not going for a walk with my dog. And that means to me, it's about the dog and giving them a chance to run around and do what they do. And, I know, I kind of, this is my indulgence to the dog. I kind of, tell you the truth, I look at it kind of envy. And don't you? Like, man, I wish I could run like that and fly around and, run, and she just does it. Well, come on, pup. I am going to go ahead and say goodbye. And I do appreciate you taking a walk with us. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you need ever to just turn the volume off, just go for it. It's okay. So I hope you come back and with us, whether it's to to talk about things, to see things, just enjoy a few moments of your day out in the wild. So until then, I want to say, God bless you, and God bless you, and the people in your family. Pray for them, and don't be afraid to pray for yourself. God said you should, and I tell you that God said you should because it's what God said in the Bible, and I believe that. We talk about that, but just try it out. You'll see. Eat good, pray good, enjoy your day. See you soon. Bye-bye.